Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Trial of Fire, featuring the lovely Spoticord along with West and Blue. It is just us today, and we're going to go on a little of adventure of our own. So, do we remember what happened last time?
Well, I still think you should do some sort of rundown.
Yeah, I'm kind of asking you guys because it's been a while.
I mean, I remember it, but
Uh,
I would like
so,
the audience would.
so from what I remember, we began last session with a with you with the halfling advocate talking to you guys and then trying to leave. You guys antagonizing him. You once again got to talk to the first guard, who you now seem to have a bit of a liking for. After that, you were able to convince him to find another guard to let you explore the crime
The
scene.
Eric,
Say what?
the Aarakocra.
Yeah, the Aarakocra guard, who who took you guys out. You met a racist guard, and then you guys decided it would be a great idea to escape and go off on your own. But first off, before you can do anything, you must retrieve your equipment. So, as we start today's episode, without our other companions, Jesse and Hartley, or is that Hartley? Or, yeah, I think so.
Well, not that the character name is Hartley.
As we start without them, your two groups decide it would be a great idea to split up. They search the town, search the crime scene to see if there's anything over there, and you two decide to sneak in and get your equipment back. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything you guys would like to say before the session begins?
Uh, nope, I think so.
Oh,
And I'm currently disguised as the Aarakocra.
yes. So the other two begin to leave, and as they leave, the Arakakra begins to wake up from being knocked out, and he says, "Wait, wait! If you if you leave, they'll kill me." Any
Well
reaction?
then, well then you better run.
Listen, it was just a job. I got mouths to feed.
Find a
You,
different job in a different town.
huh?
Find a different job in a different town.
In a different town. You don't know how far away the nearest town is.
Is it worth your life?
Oh God, I'm so fucked. He says as he once again collapses on the floor, unconscious.
I don't need to brush up on his voice because I'm disguised as him now. If it's not
Essentially,
properly
try to sound as much like a bird as possible.
um, that's a bad impression.
Would you like me to demonstrate some more? My favorite color is blue. Actually, no, purple. No, red.
It
No,
sounds like
orange.
it sounds like Booker from Uprooted, the campaign from Lessons of Atlantis. Definitely not something I watch on a daily
Which
basis.
campaign?
Anyway, Uprooted.
I have not watched Uprooted.
Ah, it's pretty good. Um, and one of the characters that look sounds exactly like Zed.
Yeah,
Like,
I like
exactly like him.
Aarakocras. I like Aarakocras.
But he's not an Arakaka, he's a raccoon.
Zed's an Aarakocra.
I know, but the character I'm talking about, that sounds like Seed.
Booker. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, mine's just a little more bird-like than Booker,
Uh,
or at least I try to
I,
make it more bird-like.
I think that when I try to make my voice gargled, it sounds more like a goblin. It sounds more like a goblin of some sort. Is this close enough?
Try to make your voice very crackly, which is something I just do naturally, because I'm only 18. Gotta
That
still puberty ridden.
that's kind of hard, especially since I half my mouth cannot move.
It's okay. Sorry. Just try your best, man. And if you do a bad job, I'll just make you roll deception.
You got this.
I, I guess we might.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, having
Okay.
having just witnessed that, what would you guys like to do first?
Well, first we have to figure out where our stuff could be. So that's important.
Well, I think it's in the jail. That's quite obvious.
But where in the jail?
It would probably be in the guards section to keep it away from the prisoners.
That's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Or yeah,
Not saying that is where it's at, but
there could be like I could always ask for directions, but it could be risky. Do you have like some sort of weapon I could bring? I could say it is one of the prisoners' contraband, and put it, and they may lead me to the place.
well, the Aarakocra that you knocked out was holding a Yicula, which is essentially a throwing spear.
Hmm. That will do.
So I'm guessing you pick up the Yicula and
I pick up the Ikela. I don't know how to pronounce it. I pick it up and kind of sheath it if I can. No, no, not sheath it. Just hold it to my side,
all right,
trying to not point anybody.
sounds good. So
Fortunately for me, that I cannot exactly disguise myself, mainly because my disguise kit is in my bag.
Mm. This could be risky, but perhaps um perhaps you could pretend that you were recaptured.
I could try.
Ooh,
I will
um,
say I'm not very good.
I could turn you invisible.
Hmm, that could work. I do
As
have a
long as
hide
you
stealth. I do know how to stealth really good if you need me to.
as long as you don't attack anything, you won't. You will be staying hidden. Don't bump into anybody or attack anybody. You should be okay.
I won't make any promises, but I'll try.
I'm trusting you.
so as you guys have this little conversation, you begin to hear a rustling behind you, a little pitter patter of footsteps. Not very heavy, just a little pitter patter. What would you guys like to do?
Um, I will. Since even though I'm disguised self, my hat is basically invisible right now. I'm still gonna be taking out my hat, and a little cloth will appear, and I wipe it all around um blue, and in a puff of smoke, she's gonna be invisible.
How will you do? Oh,
Okay,
Magic.
roll. Mm, Is there a certain spell you're using to do that, or are you just
No,
trying to
invisibility.
invisibility? You don't have to roll for
Creature
that,
you
do
touch
you?
becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends for the target when that target attacks or casts a spell.
Um.
It can last for up to 1 hour.
Okay. That works. Um. You do that, and as right after you do that, um, you the pitter patter gets louder and louder and louder, and finally, you see the source. It is the other guard from the prison. He is frantic. He's out of breath. He's a little disheveled. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Wait a, wait a minute.
No rush. No rush.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. Where are the where are the prisoners?
They ran off. One of them disappeared into a wall somehow, and the rest just ran off.
What? How
They
did
tried, they tried to grab my spear, but I was able to take it back from them.
wait, how did that happen? They had magic blocking gloves on. But
Somehow they took them off.
how did? Oh God,
You need to pay attention to what they had in their hands.
we're so dead. You've no idea how dead we are. Listen, let's just pull 4 people off the streets and we'll throw them down there and nobody will notice.
It'll have to be the same type of people, and a half elf and perhaps a orc. Um,
There was a human and a and a and a you said an elf and a orc. No, it was a hobgoblin. It's a hobgoblin. Yeah, hobgoblin.
oh, oh,
And there was what was the other one? There was a drow. No, not a drow. It was a humanoid. He starts to play charades with you. He makes the sign of a head and some arms and some legs. So who's the other one? It was I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Please help. Please help. I don't know what to do.
okay, let's just go back to the let's just go back to the jail. Let's calm down, think this through, and then we can form some sort of plan while I bring this spear to the evidence room somehow.
Um,
And
Continue. Sorry.
yeah, that's it.
As you say that, tears begin to stream down his eyes. Say, my mom was all right. She'd be so disappointed in me right now. I swear to God. She told me I was a fuck up. She told me I couldn't do anything right. And now look at what happened. They escaped.
Patting him on the back, saying it's all right, it's all right. Um, and I'm gonna cast message. It's a cantrip. I'm gonna cast message to Blue saying this guy's really quite interesting, isn't he? And you can reply without making any without much of a noise.
I will say back, like, God, this man is so pathetic. How did we ever get so far with him?
I mean, this guy's not the guy who caught us. This guy's just some guy. He's probably a sugar baby.
Rudy. Well, well, it's time to show. I won't feel bad if we kill him, so let's continue.
Yeah, we need some sort of excuse to go back to the headquarters, I guess.
I don't know. We need to go back. We need to go back. We need to call for alarm. It's the only way we'll find him by morning. They could already be. They could already be out of town.
We can't do anything unless we have cleared our heads.
What do you mean clear our heads?
having some tea,
Some tea?
calming
Uh,
down,
I mean, well, I guess it depends what type of tea.
oolong,
Oolong?
perhaps
Oh,
some chamomile,
okay, chamomile. Uh, what,
chamomile,
what
and
about?
toast are very calming.
Yeah, I think chamomile tea would help. I just, I just, I just don't know what to do.
I kind of lead him toward back towards where we were heading out of the jail, kind of patting his back as he is absolutely sobbing, just trying to get to the place we're supposed to be as quickly as I can.
So you lead him back, and he starts to snap out of it. He begins to start thinking rationally again, and he asks you, "Oh, wait a minute! You said one of them disappeared into a wall?"
Yes, and I tried to inspect it, but they're probably long gone by now.
Well, well, well the inspector might know how to help. I mean, they always leave a trail behind.
Perhaps a narcotics inspector could take a look at it after a little while. But what did I say earlier?
What did you say earlier?
We need to level our heads, have some tea, and make sure that we calm down and have leveled minds to be able to figure this out.
Okay, okay, you're right. You're right. He starts to breathe in and out very heavily, and you get back to the prison to discover that he essentially wrecked the place while you guys were gone, and he has no idea where the tea is. So he is going to run off. He's going to say, "Okay, I'll get the tea. You just you make a plan, okay?" He runs off to go make tea.
Um, I I speak up. Uh, I keep forgetting these character names. Um, Siri. Are you still there?
I'm still here, darling.
Um, that guy seems like he's going to do a lot. Let's take a look around and see if we can find this storage. Um, actually, I'm going to take a look in like any of the cabinets at I'm assuming we're in some sort of break room, right?
Yes.
I would like to look around and see if I can find any tea.
Um, I'm gonna say roll a roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Uh,
Can I look around the room just because?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 10.
You got a 10.
Yeah, five
Um,
and that.
the only tea you find is a sort of energy enhancing tea. It's labeled as infinite energy.
Well, tea is still tea. I just want to make sure I leave a cup of tea for him um so that he knows that he needs to calm down, but it may energize him. Um, Let me see.
I got a 17 on investigation, by the way.
Um,
What?
so you were just looking around just because?
Yeah, so I can like see if I can see something or other.
Um, so you look around, you see, uh, you mostly just see like, say, like a weapon rack, a rack for restraining people, a bunch of rope, a uh, the black manacles that you guys were in. You see a manual called Prison Guarding for Dummies.
Mm,
You see three large or four large chests, each that have their own individual lock. You can just assume by looking at it that they are probably different keys, though.
four large chests and four prisoners.
Yes, one has a top hat on it, one has a sword on it, one has a hobgoblin on it, and the other one has the symbol of, I forget what the church's name is, but it has the symbol of the church on it.
Of course, that this is where they keep it. They keep it in the break room. This is a quite a strange place to keep um, contraband.
It's the worst gods ever.
Um, I still have the lock pick that I got earlier. Would I be able to try to pick the lock of um, the chest with the top hat?
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay, 11.
11. You notice that there is like physically no way that you could pick this lock with the lockpick you have in your hand.
Okay.
We have to find those keys.
Siri, how strong are you?
Mm, I'm pretty strong. My thing is more poison, if that makes any sense.
I'm thinking of whether we could pry this open using this spear that we got.
You sure that'll work?
I mean, it's better than nothing, right?
Truly. We do have to be careful though. Like you said, I'm invisible, meaning if I do anything wrong, I
True,
could out.
true. You bring up a good point. Um, I just don't want to try to find four different keys, but it looks like we're going to have to. Um,
Let's think for a second. Where would those keys be?
okay, I'm gonna just try this. I'm going to try looking on the top of the door frame,
Uh,
like this, because that's a very common place to keep a key.
so you look on top of the door frame, and you see a big old fat nothing, except for a giant mothball that is like maybe the size of a human head.
What the heck?
I would like you to roll perception.
Okay.
While he's looking, I will like
Ooh,
look at
natural
the chest
19.
again.
I got 24 on perception.
So you got a 24. What were you saying, Blue?
I was gonna say like as he's looking for something, I was like, do you think those keys are with the guard?
I was thinking that as a possibility, but four different guards we'd have um to encounter, and sometimes if anybody needs access to the key, to the chest, they usually keep it at a place that everybody would know.
Well, they're quite stupid enough. Maybe they have one guard have four keys.
That is a oh wait, oh what if it's that guy?
The pathetic one.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't see a set of keys on him. Can I remember back if I like heard or saw a bunch of keys on him?
Roll a history check, but while you do that, West,
Well, I can.
you looking around the front door, you see a rack on the wall that most definitely would have had four keys on it. And you look around, you see a cute little welcome mat that says it says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it. You see some fake rocks on the floor. You see you see a lockbox that says Keymaster. Sorry, this is getting stupid. but but yeah, you just see a bunch of miscellaneous stuff.
I got a
Well, if they
14.
didn't keep it at the top of the door frame, they might have put it under the doormat
I wouldn't
or
put it
underneath
past
those fake
that.
rocks.
Yeah, I got a 14.
You got a 14. Sorry, what were you trying? You history check. You don't remember seeing a key, but you definitely remember hearing a key.
Well, he's got at least one of them, maybe.
So
I'm moving around these keys, right?
okay, so West, what would you like to check out? Would you like to check out the floor mat, the fake rocks, or the lockbox?
Um, I'm gonna check out the doormat.
So you check under the doormat and you see a pair of keys.
Here we go.
Would you like to pick them up? Do you want to do anything with them?
Yes, I pick them up and um take a look. Do they have any symbols on them? If not, then I'll just test every chest and and if those don't work, the keymaster safe.
Um, they do not have any particular symbols on them. They look incredibly old, and they look like they would shatter with the lightest touch, or the lightest amount of force.
Oh,
So, do you still wanna? Do you still wanna try that?
actually, let me check my spells real quick. I think I do. I'm going to try it on the keymaster box.
Yes. You shove it in the keymaster box, and it falls to the floor. Um, it falls to the floor, and inside the keymaster box, you find a very spiky key with thorns on it.
Why did whoever set this up is either a genius or an idiot.
Probably both.
Uh, so,
Uh,
what would you like to do with the key of thorns?
um, I am going to carefully pick it up and try it on um, the four different boxes, the four different chests.
You try. Which one would you like to try it on first? Just say a character's name, and I'll say. I'll
G tier.
say what?
Jasio.
You try it on Jesse's chest, and it opens. And just as you open it, it breaks in half. So you have chosen very wisely. You now have opened the chest and see most of Jassia's stuff. You don't know if it's all of it. You'd have to ask her first.
Okay, that is one. Hopefully this doesn't relock if I close it. Because I can't carry much. Actually, how much can you carry?
How much can you carry, or how much can Blue carry?
Luke.
Can carry
Zero.
at least like 195 pounds.
What's your strength score? We can actually find out.
I have a strength score of 1, like +1.
Wait, so what does that mean for your carry
Um,
weight?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
so it
have
would be
13.
15 times your strength score, not your strength modifier, your strength score.
Oh, I have a 13.
13 times
So
15 is
yeah,
100 and
it's 65. No,
165. I think it's 160.
no,
No, you're right. You're
100,
right. It's a
195. Yeah.
195. Okay. So I'm gonna say Jesse's stuff probably only weighs about 40 pounds. So you are easily able to take all of it.
Because if they see all the stuff on me, then it would not go well. So having all the stuff being carried by an invisible person is the best way to go, in my opinion.
Where would we put these even?
Hold it
Um,
in your hand.
No, what I mean
Back to
is, what if somebody actually comes through and say an invisible person is just carrying these items?
no, when it goes on, like when you're holding it, it turns invisible with you.
Oh, okay. I thought it would just be one of those funny invisible Looney Tunes type.
A floating pile of random stuff.
so
True.
as you guys say this, the other guard comes back and says, I don't know what to do. I can't find the tea. Where's the tea? I mean, I thought I put it in the cabinet, but the only thing that's in the cabinet is cups. And then I looked in, I thought the cups were in the drawer. I looked in the drawer, and the only thing that's in the drawer is spoons. And then I looked. I thought the other things I thought the other things in the drawer I didn't think the spoons were in the drawer. I thought they were in the sink. But I checked in the sink, and I don't know what to do. And there's plates. There's plates everywhere. I don't know what to do.
Goodness.
Do
What
you
did we
respond to
talk
him at
about
all?
earlier?
Say what?
What did we talk about earlier?
Well, what did we talk about? Plan. We need plan. Where's the plan?
Down.
Did you find any tea? I need some tea.
I found some tea. Um, I'm going to boil some water. Um, this is a specialty that even one sniff can calm you down. Um, and I'm gonna boil the water, and I'm not gonna add the tea leaves that I found. It's just gonna be um, boiled water,
Hmm.
and I'm going um, to bring it over to him and have him sniff it. It's not gonna smell any different. Um, actually, oh yeah. Actually, I can. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make it smell like a very common smelling tea, although the water is clearly gonna be just water. Um, and I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna try to get him to drink it.
It's about a quart left.
Yeah, I could fix it. I could fix that. It stopped on the.
It's okay.
Um, I have a plan. Don't worry. This is not for nothing.
I will say, like, while he's boiling the tea and doing all of that, can I look over the guard again to see if like I can see like any inklings? Like, look over the guard to see if I can find an inkling of like a key or something.
Um, sure. Roll perception. My favorite.
Okay. What room is it?
Perception is most DM's favorite skill, which is why I always make sure I have proficiency in it.
I got a 19.
You
I
got a
have a
19?
good bit. I just have bad. It's just like horrible. But yeah, I got a 19.
Okay. Uh, so let's see. You uh, you look over his body, and you do not find a key at all. You do, however, find a little book and a little envelope.
You said a little book or in a little envelope.
Yes.
Is he
Um,
doing anything that'll make like maybe like he'll lift up his arms or anything?
He has already lifted up his arms. He is holding his head in the fetal position right now.
Can I see if I could stealthily take those things?
Sure. Roll sleight of hand at advantage.
okay.
Yay, advantage! My favorite.
And
Okay.
luckily, I'm pretty sure you like a dexterity build.
I got 18.
An 18. Um, okay, yeah, you are easily able to take both things off his body. Um, however, he does begin to freak out a little bit more, saying, wait a minute, did someone just touch me? Someone just touched me? It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Tell me it's not a ghost.
Okay. Shush, 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 shush. Smell the tea.
He goes to smell the tea.
I am going to cast sleep.
Okay. Um, do you roll something for that, or is that just a
Yep.
automatic?
5d8. I roll 5d8, and if his health is lower than my roll, then he falls asleep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Yep. Um, 5d8. Oof. 17. Is his hit points 17 or lower?
No. Um,
Yeesh.
so uh, although he's not knocked out, he's not exactly sleepy. He does begin to calm down, and he starts breathing a little bit slower. Um, he begins to yawn, and he's like, "Well, I don't know, man. I think we should go to the other guards. You know, the big scary ones with the swords and the steel plate armor."
Well, we can't do anything until we calm down. You are doing a good job so far. You are calmed down, but we um, can't let you tense up again, right?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe. Oof. Um. Yeah. I guess I'm getting a little bit tired. Uh. I
I
kind of
hold on.
destroyed. Say
Is
what?
he sitting on the chair right now?
He's sitting on the floor.
Okay. I would like to pull up a chair for him. Assuming there's a table, I'll pull up a chair for him. Kind of signal him to sit down, and so he's not sitting on the floor, and in a more comfortable position.
And, he gets up on there and he starts to say, well, I'm a little bit tired, but, I might have destroyed your bed a little bit. It was, uh, I was just, I was kind of freaking out, I've never, uh, I was kind of afraid you'd fuck up, but, you know, this is our fuck up. This isn't your fuck up. This is our fuck up. It's okay. It's just, we're okay. We're okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is, wait. Why is the chest open? As he points over to the open chest. His eyes widen, become a little bit bloodshot, and he hops out of the chair, and he begins screaming. Where is the stuff? Why is the chest open?
Um, I'm going to um, try to calm him down a little bit and use a major image to make the chest appear like it's still closed.
Do you have to roll for that? I don't think.
No, it's
No.
a spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no longer larger than 20 feet, 20-foot cube. It lasts for the duration. It seems completely real,
Okay.
and uh, including sound, smells, and
Yes,
temperature.
this man.
So
Huh?
say what? What'd you say, Blue?
I said I love how we're gaslighting this man so hard.
So as you cast major illusion, he goes from screaming to calm down. He says, well, maybe I should go to bed. I'm seeing things. I'm hearing things. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You seem very tensed up, and you're starting to see things that aren't happening. You need to really calm down.
I mean, maybe some more of the tea. Yeah, I do like the warm feeling. And Wes, can I have you roll a d6 for me?
Okay,
That's ominous.
I got a 4.
4. Oof, so close. Um, he once again yawns very loudly and says, yeah, we're okay. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna get executed. We're not gonna be strung up on ropes and impaled and have our subconsciouses forced into bleak hell for forever. We're fine. We're fine. I think I'm just gonna rest my eyes for a little bit. For a little bit. It's okay. We're just gonna rest our eyes. And as he does that, he closes his eyes. He's very obviously not asleep, but he enters a sort of meditative state. It would be, it wouldn't be impossible, but it would be a little bit difficult to wake him up from this state. Just any loud noises would break him out of it.
Okay, I think this guy is calmed down for at least a little bit. I guess we should. I would like to check him for any keys. He's
Um,
kind of like
I'm not. I'm not.
slightly in his pockets.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that, but I will say if you rolled a 5 instead of a 4, he'd be completely knocked out right now.
Ah,
He has a 25 hit points.
it's a D8 for the sleep spell.
How about you roll a d8 then?
Cross my fingers. 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I should have paid more attention. He closes his eyes and he falls out of the chair asleep.
Nice. Okay.
But you go to check him for keys, and you don't find anything. You don't find anything of value besides just a little mace.
I'm gonna keep that on his person. I'm not gonna take it, so he doesn't freak out when he wakes up.
Can
But
Um,
I like from the guy again an envelope and what else?
you got an envelope and a book.
yeah. What's that about? I actually technically didn't see you do it because you're still invisible.
I will say as soon as the guard falls asleep, I'm just like, finally, fell asleep. Hey, magic man, check out these
Yeah.
things. And as soon as and I'm like immediately put the envelope and book to his face, just like kind of slap it in his face
Oh, why you have to be so hard about it?
to make you pay
Uh,
attention.
you're invisible, remember?
Exactly.
You could have placed it on the table. I would have seen it.
Where's the fun in that? Anyway, read.
I'm going to take a look at the book and envelope. First, I'm going to see the book, see what it's about, what's written in it.
You want to take the book first, or are you going to read the book first or the envelope?
The book first.
The book is the closest thing to a pink that this time period can make, or like the closest thing to a hot pink that this time period could make.
What time period were we in again?
I think,
1600s, I
yeah,
believe.
16. I think it's 1500s. Or, yeah, no, you're right, 1600s. And on this book is a little locket, but it's unlocked. I'm not gonna make you go for yet another key.
Is it a diary?
Inside, you see rainbows, like hand drawn rainbows. You see unicorns. You see jackalopes. You see all sorts of things, all sorts of mystical creatures. And in the middle of all of these fantasy creatures and beautiful, beautiful little cute drawings is my diary.
The
He has the
diary.
diary
How
from Wimpy,
cool.
from Diary from Wimpy Kid,
Yeah.
or the binder that the bowler hat guy has in the Make the Robinsons. Uh,
So I'm assuming you would like to go through the diary.
I would like to go to the latest date.
So the latest date is about halfway through the diary, and in that he writes about how cool it was to meet some real criminals. Although the handwriting is barely legible and is definitely that of a 5-year-old, it is very clear that he is enamored with you guys. He's almost
Awestruck, starstruck.
yeah, starstruck by that, especially meeting Cecil, thinking that you were the one that did it yourself. He's finally happy to be able to meet real killers instead of the common folk who were executed for loitering and tax evasion. So with that, you keep on reading through. You don't see too many things of note. You see that his mother sent him a letter. She packed him his favorite lunch, which is definitely a goblin surf and turf. He and he writes about how he the Arakakra, his friend, got him a book because he's very bad at his job, prison guarding for dummies, and it says that he's learned some really good tips from the book. He also notes that he didn't know where to put the keys, So he kind of just took advice from the book and from the Arakakra, um, and that is about it. There is one other thing to note is that he thinks, uh, although their life will be short, he definitely has a little bit of a crush on Cirrus.
I
Thank you for
slowly
that.
closed the book. Okay, this guy got the hints of how they hide the keys from the book for dummies. I I look like I'm holding back a laugh as I'm doing so. Um, and I quickly go to the book for dummies.
How has this place not collapsed already? How many incompetent gods there are.
Yes, and have very interesting taste.
So,
What's up with
I take it as you will.
so I'm
We've seen
assuming you would like to go through the prison guarding for dummies.
yes.
What chapter? There are 5 chapters. Which chapter would you like to go to? In order, they are. In order, they are. Sorry, I'm an improv DM. This is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of things off the top of my head.
Oh, you did so well.
Number one is self-esteem. Number two is you are in charge. Number three is locks and keys. Number four is where to store equipment. Number five is good cell etiquette.
I definitely tell that he skipped the first 2 chapters. Um,
well, maybe he hasn't gotten around to them yet. People like to skip around.
True, he probably thought the other things were more important.
This is also definitely a picture book that has minimal writing in it.
Um, Symbol one is a symbol. Um, I I would like to look at the third chapter and try to skip ahead until it says keys.
You look around for a little bit and you find a section about keys. And it is labeled with 7 different pictures. The first one says in cute little writing, many people like to hide their keys underneath their doormat, but that's just silly. Keep it in a lockbox near the door that only you have the key to. Where do you keep that other key? Fuck if I know. Just just keep it on you. The second page. I'm guessing you're gonna skip that and go on to the second page.
Yeah, I believe on that one.
The second page says, "Hiding in plain sight is the most obvious choice to some prisoners, but it can't be to some serious thinkers." The third page, the third page has the writing. Don't just keep it on you. Just anybody could take it off you. But with a light step and a hard boot, you can keep just about anything anywhere.
I take off the man's shoes.
I'm so glad you picked up on that. uh, you take off his shoes.
Not in a creepy way, just like in a very cautious, strange, like very appalled about him keeping a key inside his shoe, which has got to be so uncomfortable. Especially if it's like the key of thorn. Um, Gosh. Um,
You take.
Um,
So,
I'm going to be muted for a little bit, so you can describe this. I'll just be muted. I'll be able to hear you though.
okay. So with that, you open up. Um, you open up his shoes, his bros, and in that you see a little key in the shape of an arm, the shape of an arm with a hand. And with the arm in the hand, that is his key. I would like. You can still hear me, correct? You said. Oh, I guess he can't respond. So while you're getting back, Blue, would you like to decide which chest the arm and hand key goes in?
Ooh, I wonder who.
Okay, bye. Um, I obviously know which one this one be. Um, and it reminds me. Isn't Siri's arms gone?
No, I have them back.
Ah, okay.
Unfortunately, they're not like not powered, but more or less like I still can't use them in the way I would, if, in the way I would like. So they are kind of still a little useless.
So I'm going to assume you're going to use the. No, you tell me. What chest would you like to use that key on?
It's definitely the one with the top hat. That was the series key. I'm
Yeah.
gonna open the chest that has the hobgoblin.
Yes. You open it up, and as you shove the key in, it breaks in three this time. And with that, the chest opens and reveals all or most of Sirius's stuff.
Siri, is there anything missing in your equipment?
Well, let's see here. And I will like, and I will like, as soon as I look into the chest, I'm just like, of course you must have my key. How pathetic. And I will like look in and see what
There's a
is
reason
missing.
for it.
You look in the chest and you see that the one thing that it's missing is your disguise kit.
Oh, nice.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot disguise myself as much as I like. Oh, but I will like um grab all of my stuff.
Alrighty. With that, what else would you guys like to do? Or where else would you like to look? The
I would like
room,
to
back to the book.
continue reading the book.
Okay. The next page of the book says, make sure you know where the key is at all times. You don't want it to get washed away. Would you like to do anything with that information?
Yes, I would like to look at the sink or some sort of if there's any other water source. I'd like to look under the sink or like inside the faucet or anything.
So you go up to the sink, and you don't see anything. However, you do see a little a little button on the wall. You're not sure what the button does. This is a time before electricity, so buttons aren't exactly common.
I can see 1600 select go.
So
I
um,
maybe press.
you press it, and you hear a what would you hear? You press it, and you hear a small metallic clang that gets further and further. and further away.
No idea what that could be. Let's
It's
see what
coming
I.
from under the sink.
Oh, then I'd look. I'd like to look under the sink.
Yeah, there are two cupboard doors underneath the sink. You open them up, and you see that the button you pressed very clearly went to two trap doors that the disposal for the sink belonged to. You dropped whatever was in the garbage disposal down a very large pit. Although, with that clanging you heard,
Yeah, the key's down there.
it may not be all the way down there.
Um,
The
then
hole
how big is this hole?
the hole is about big enough that one of you could fit down. It is about 20 feet deep, though.
I don't know how to say this, Siri, but I think you're gonna have to hold my legs while I dive down. Unless you have some rope in that equipment of yours.
Give me 1 minute as I check my
I don't
DVDs.
I don't know what it is, but you're very, very quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
If you can turn her up
I
or
turned
them
her up
up.
all the way already.
Oh,
Like she's
okay.
been getting quieter and quieter and quieter. I don't know what it is, but I've turned her up all the way already.
Yeah. Blue, if you can do anything about that, that would be much appreciated.
Why that's I don't know why it's like that.
That seems better for me, at least.
Yeah, it seems slightly better for me.
Hmm. I guess I'm not like talking a lot. I would say my voice is also kind of raspy today. I don't know why, but I will say like I do have some rope if you need any.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Part of the room description.
Part of the what?
Part of the room description was, in fact, that they do have rope.
Well,
I didn't implement that.
I have rope, so
Yeah.
you don't need it.
Oh, well, damn. Well, just because of that, I might take it away from you. So it wasn't in the chest either.
Well, it's time to repeat a trick that I've once done, which is diving with a rope. Do you mind if you could tie the rope around my waist?
All right, and I will like as expertly as possible tie the rope to where if where he could fall and kind of be safe at the same time. Do I have to make a roll for that?
Say what?
Can I will say, like I was saying, I will tie it up as best as I can for him to safely descend down.
Yes, you can do that. Let's say roll a sleight of hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
Yes.
I'm still liking that. Mm, rolled a 12.
I say you tied it pretty well, to the best of your ability with prosthetic hands, and other. The only thing is that pulling him up, you're definitely going to have to be a little bit careful. He's a pretty thin man, and it was hard to wrap it around tightly. So
I would
it's
like to
gonna.
see if I can improve the knot because with my experience in stage performances, I think I would know how to tie ropes pretty well. So could I see if I could improve the rope in any way?
Sure, you roll sleight of hand at advantage.
At advantage, okay.
Technically speaking, wouldn't the rope be invisible as well?
Um, as soon as it leaves your person, it reappears. So I got a 13.
You are able to successfully. You were able to tie it again. You're not able to necessarily improve it in any way, shape, or form, but at least you were able to get it around. Say, like you tried to. How would you like to tie it? Would you just like to tie it around a circle? Would you like to tie it around a specific part of your body? Anything like that?
I would like to tie it around my waist in between, just at my waist in the way that that's tight like a belt, basically.
I see.
That's tighter than a belt, and to make sure that it won't drag down or upwards. Um, and most likely in a pretty bow tie knot.
So tie it like a belt. Um, do you have like belt loops in your suit, maybe?
I thought I'm wearing rags.
Oh, you're wearing rags. Oh yeah, forgot you don't have your stuff back yet. Um,
I do have my hat though.
do you have your hat? So you know what? Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Which reminds me, I'm going to my hat. I am put a lot of trust in you. Don't let this hat get lost.
I will take the hat and say, I'll cherish it with my life, dear. And I'll just put it on my head while we're trying to make this knot.
I'm gonna jump down there. Hopefully, I won't um uh be stuck. And if that hat had fallen all the way down, I don't think I would have been able to return it. Um, and it's a very special to me. Anyways, I would I go under the sink, and I sit at the edge of the chute, or pit or whatever it was.
Okay.
If I tug on it twice, pull me up, and I'll see if I can try my best to also, or if you don't feel you could pull me up, tie it around something, and I could try climbing.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, I will say like, got it, and I will just scour the room just in case to like see like what is like heavy enough to hold him up.
Most likely a chest or something, a chest full of stuff. Anyways, um,
We never know how heavy that chest is. Well, we really don't know. But we'll get there when we get there. Fuck it.
yeah, at least the chest holding my stuff would be about 50 pounds. Anyways, um, I slide down the chute or chute slash pit. Yeah,
so yeah, you slide down the chute. Um, you were able to land on a. You were able to land on a. Not a pipe necessarily, but a. Uh,
sewer,
huh?
some sort of sewer or something.
There is a grate. Um,
Oh,
yeah, a grate that catches solid things while letting a liquid flow down. And on there is a key hanging on by a thread.
I would like to um, quickly get it, trying not to make any sudden movements to cause it to shake or anything.
Roll acrobatics.
Okay. Natural 19, 25.
25. Wow. Wow. Okay. Um,
I'm a show person. Of course, I can do acrobatics.
yeah. With that, um, with that, you're very easily able to pick up the key and and without rattling the grate at all, you are able to lift off. And I'm assuming you want to call up to Cirrus to get you out of there.
Yeah, and I'm at the same time I'm tugging the rope twice to signal that I'm ready.
Right. I will carefully, as carefully as possible, I will pull him up.
And I'm gonna try to also kind of scale the wall so that it loosens it makes it so it's not as hard for her.
Sorry, say the last part again.
I'm gonna try to scale the wall as well, like pin myself between the two, trying to climb up, sort of Spider-Man or the style, um, and to make it easier for her to pull me up.
I'm gonna say roll an acrobatics, but at disadvantage. The walls are definitely very wet.
Okay, and what does she have to roll? Uh,
She can roll
15.
roll a flat d20. Um,
Roll a regular
I got a
d20.
15.
you got a 15.
Just
So,
regular d20.
huh?
I was saying, like, do I have to roll anything or?
Yeah, just you roll a flat d20.
Okay.
It's not a has nothing to do with strength or anything like that. It's just luck.
I got an 11.
11? You know what? That's not bad. Mm. Um, so Cecil, you're able to make it essentially all the way up. But as you do that, the grate below you cracks and falls down the drain, taking at least 30 seconds to hit the water. And with that, you're almost at the top, but I am going to make you roll one last time a dexterity saving throw to see if you can pull or a strength saving throw to see if you can pull yourself all the way up to the top.
Come on, how dare you switch it over to strength last second? Come on,
Yeah, I know your weaknesses.
I got an 8.
8.
Oh
Oof.
God. Does that
Um,
help?
yeah,
He's
you
pulling
roll.
me up, so
Yeah, Sierra, see if you can roll to pull him up.
Strength roll or just a flat 20?
Strength.
Ooh, what was my strength modifier? Because it's not good.
+2. Um, Actually, I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Oh my God.
You can add a D8.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. Um, So, Cecil, you begin to lose your grip and you begin to fall. You just have two hands holding on the top ledge, and you lose one of your hands and you're just holding on by a thread. Cirrus is able to grab your hand and pull you most of the way up, but one of your prison shoes comes off and falls down the drain.
Oh no, my shoe.
But you
Let's go for it now. Let's go.
but you successfully make it up, and you are finally able to get a good look at the key. The key is very sharp, almost sharp like a sword. No, wait, no, wait, not sharp like a sword. Hold on. Shit, I'm thinking we already did one for Jessia. This key is gold. It is ornate. It is beautiful. However, it looks very frail, very fragile.
Well, I know who this one goes to.
Which chest would you like to try it on?
would like to try it on Hatley's chest.
Yes. Uh, you are able to use it, and it unlocks before breaking into four pieces. And with that, you find that you don't know what all Hartley had, but it is probably most of it, if not all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
How
Okay.
long has
That
it been? Just to make
the last
sure.
one is the last one is mine. Um, is that and I know this is going to be very strange, but there's that wimpy guard that is his shoe size the same as mine.
What is your shoe size?
12.
There's no way in hell that his shoe size is 12. Um, roll a flat d20. I just want to see something.
You want to see how lucky I am to find out that this guy is same size as me.
Something
uh,
like that.
12.
12. You know what? Just because you said a size 12, I'll give it to you. He his feet are small, but he he got like hand-me-down shoes. They were pretty nice. But, they're still hand-me-down shoes. They're a little bit worn. And they are about 5 sizes too big for him. They're probably about a size 11. Uh, so,
That's enough.
so you are able to take them off and wear them somewhat comfortably, but I'll say for now your running speed is reduced by 5.
Okay.
Just because uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Fair.
Don't tell anybody about this.
Why would I tell anybody about this?
I have to make sure. Anyways, I'm going to relook inside the book. Um, is there anything at the end, at the anything about keys that has not been mentioned yet?
Yeah, there are. I forget how many I read, but I think there are two more slides remaining.
You only need one more person to have a key for.
Um, the next paper said, or the next picture has the writing underneath it saying something along the lines of, it could be really demoralizing to show prisoners that there is no, or that there is escape, that escape is near, but it's always just out of reach. Do you do anything with that information?
To show that escape is near, but it's always it's got to be hanging from the prison cell. It's got to be hanging near the prison cell or something like that. I want to read the last excerpt just in case.
Um, the final page says, please ignore the thing about putting keys in your shoes. That was a terrible, terrible idea. Please don't actually do that. This is not a joke. Please don't do it.
Well, I could tell he didn't read that last part.
No, he didn't.
We should check his socks. No. Okay. Oh wait. First, I want to look to the ceiling and see if there are any keys hanging from the ceiling.
You look up and you see a key that is tied to the ceiling. The ceiling is about 10 feet high.
Gonna need your help again. Actually, are there any like pieces of furniture? Like, of course, there's a table. Um, I would like to um, I would like to use my dancing to see if I can um, jump onto the table and then jump and swipe the key.
I mean, what what skill? I mean, like, how exactly
Just
does
dance.
dancing work for you?
Um, well, I'm just saying dancing so that you know, because I'm dancing. I'm not really a ninja, but I know how to do ballet.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
like a ballet jump to swipe the key.
I guess roll an acrobatics at
Oh,
just roll an acrobatics, and then roll a d20, a flat d20.
for the acrobatics, it's a 19. And what was the other one
Just
you
roll a
said?
flat d20.
Okay. In a 16.
Oh, okay, good. Um, yeah, you jump on the table and you jump up to the ceiling, but you're just a little bit out of reach. However, you are able to grab on the tie or the piece of leather that is tying the key to the ceiling, and you pull it down to see that the key is somehow still sticking to the ceiling.
Nuts.
What is
How's
this?
this? Oh, what'd you say?
I was saying like, ugh, God, such a ring around. Like
Well,
just look at the key, just trying to see what I can do.
I guess one way we can do it is how tall are you?
I am 6'3".
Oh, then I'm 5'10". You're a whole lot taller than me. Um, I could go on your shoulders,
Then
I was
sure.
gonna think that.
huh?
I said I was gonna think that it's like, hey, why don't you get up top of my shoulders?
Yeah.
All right,
Excuse me.
I shall pick him up by like and place and he's just like place him on my shoulders.
Say what?
I'll see if I can
Um,
pick him up and put him on my shoulders, just
or
like
I
so he can
or
sit on.
um, I can see if I'm good. If I can stand on her shoulders, because if I'm sitting on her shoulders, I don't think I could reach it. But if I stand on her shoulders, I think might be able to reach it.
How much
Um,
do you think you weigh, Cecil?
uh, I'm pretty skinny and only decently tall. I'd say probably 170, maybe 180.
170, 180.
I
Um,
can.
and Cirrus, roll two strength saving throws.
Make decision first. Okay, so one is a 12, and the other one's a 17.
Don't forget, you still have that bardic inspiration if you haven't used it. You
Yeah,
can
no,
use it
she
on.
doesn't need it. Um,
Oh, okay, good.
you're able to pick
Oh,
him up.
okay.
Um,
I start to climb onto her shoulders. I'm like steadying myself. Okay, just be careful while I grab this thing. Okay.
Just don't step on my head.
I'll try not to. Unless I need the extra height, I won't. And I start grabbing for the key if I can reach it. Our combined height would probably be, or reducing the size from the size of her head, it'd be about 10, 5.
So yeah, you're able to grab onto it, and you pull and you pull and you pull, but it really doesn't want to come down. Um, and you notice that the key is in fact nailed to the ceiling.
Oh goodness. I would like to um while staying steady, I would like to grab for the lockpick I had and see if I can use it like a and pry it off like
Roll,
with the lock, the thin lock.
roll flat d20.
Okay. 19.
There you go. Yeah, you can do it, and it. Both of you roll acrobatics.
Oh boy.
Cirrus at disadvantage.
Me?
Am I not disadvantaged?
No, you're not at disadvantage.
Okay, I got
Am I
22.
disadvantage?
Uh, don't bother. Never mind. Um, yeah, you're able to catch it. Um, and you were able to you grab it, and as you hold it, you could feel like this sort of strange magic emanating from it. It's not like normal magic. You've definitely never seen it before. But Cecil, it does seem oddly familiar and comforting to you. But other than that, it is just a normal bronze key.
Huh. How interesting. Okay, time for you to get down. Can you kneel or something so that I don't have to jump down?
I'll kneel as much as I can without shaking him too much.
Yeah.
And I'll jump down, maybe add a flip to it.
All right.
All right, show off. Let's get these keys out of here.
Um, I'm gonna try the key on the on my chest, the chest with the top hat.
So you are able to try it on the chest, and it opens. This time the key does not break at all, and
Mm.
it opens to reveal all of your stuff,
It
except
just looks like it just looks like a chest full of costumes, but it's just just random magic items and such. Um, Go
actually,
ahead.
it's just a sing. It's actually just a singular suit. But the second you pick up the suit, it's just like Looney Tune clown car door explosion of stuff everywhere.
Like
That's
the
funny.
pockets start leaking cards and and all of my stuff. So what was left? What isn't in it?
Um, does your character wear a tie?
A bow tie.
The bow tie is missing.
Tie.
Something else
I
might
thought it was the start of my hat.
something else might be missing. You are so distracted by the bow tie being missing that you have no idea.
Would my disguise kit be missing?
Your disguise kit is also missing. Yes.
Dang it! But my bow tie.
As soon as he says
No.
my bow tie, I'll just kind of like take off his hat because I've, yeah, I was wearing it. So I will take off his hat and I will just put it on him and just like, well, you win some, you lose some. Let's get out of here.
So, is there anything else you would like to do before you leave?
My bow tie.
And
I
I
I I
look
give a
around
glare
for
to
my
the
friends.
guard. I give a glare to the guard. You
Well,
must have it.
well, if you would not, if you neither of you would like to do anything else, you will walk out the door, And that will be the end of today's session.
Yes,
Escape room.
we got our stuff. Uh,
I apologize if this episode was not as fun as others. Um,
It was pretty fun.
no,
We
it's pretty
found out
fun.
a lot of stuff.
um, yeah, this was very last second. This was not what I planned at all. But
But
yeah,
you did well.
I think this was a fun session. So thank you all for thank anybody out there for watching, and thank you both for playing with me. And hopefully we'll see you either next week or the week after. Probably the week after. But thank you very much, and that'll be the end of the recording.